It's a new day on Tsla Shorts Time, episode 539. It's July 12th, 2026, and I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Here's your Tsla news rundown. Tsla's new patent lets GPUs pull only the exact frames needed for training, cutting wasted decode time at petabyte scale. Tsla added a dedicated cleaning robot to the official scope of work for its robotaxi hub in Austin. The inclusion signals that interior and exterior maintenance will be handled on-site rather than through external services. This step fits into the broader preparation for unsupervised operations by keeping the vehicle fleet in continuous rotation. Listeners tracking the robotaxi program will want to watch how the cleaning system integrates with the hub's layout and daily throughput targets. The move keeps maintenance inside the operation so vehicles spend less time out of service. That operational choice connects directly to the data efficiency work that will power those same vehicles. The filing describes a method that reads frame headers and timestamps without full decoding, then isolates only the reference chain needed for requested moments. Multiple hardware decoders on the GPU can handle separate camera streams or training batches in parallel. Intermediate frames are discarded once their features are extracted, leaving only the target images in local memory. The approach directly targets the data efficiency bottleneck in scaling both FSD and Optimus training. Training data for vision models has long been treated as a continuous stream that must be fully unpacked before any learning occurs. Tsla's recent patent instead treats the compressed bit stream as an indexed map, letting the GPU locate and decode only the frames a given training step actually requests. The result is a measurable drop in decode cycles per useful image, which matters once fleet video reaches petabyte volumes. Lower per-step cost directly improves the economics of running larger models or more frequent updates without proportional increases in silicon or power. The same logic applies to Optimus training, where multiple camera angles and repeated task demonstrations generate similar volumes of redundant footage. By discarding intermediate reference frames once their features are extracted, the system keeps only the target images resident in GPU memory. That discipline compounds across thousands of parallel sessions. Over time, the efficiency gain shifts the constraint from how much video can we afford to decode to how quickly can we label and curate the frames that matter. The next generation inference silicon reached tape-out at Samsung's Taylor facility. The 2 nanometers node is intended to deliver higher performance per watt than the current HW4 package. Vehicle integration and Dojo cluster compatibility remain the next milestones. Production volumes will determine how quickly the new silicon reaches customer fleets. Silicon progress pairs with ongoing robot development updates. The update highlights specific hardware and software milestones cited by Ashok Elaswamy. Progress on joint torque, sensor fusion, and end-to-end control loops is presented as the basis for near-term internal deployment. The details remain focused on factory tasks rather than external sales. Next updates are expected to include cycle time benchmarks from the Giga Texas pilot cells. Internal robot progress contrasts with broader market realities for humanoids. Tsla posted its highest quarterly deliveries to date, yet the stock fell on the news. The gap between volume growth and share reaction points to investor focus on margins and future program timelines rather than units alone. Analysts will likely press for more detail on average selling prices and energy storage contribution during the upcoming call. The delivery figure itself does not resolve questions about the next phase of vehicle and robot programs. Volume news gives way to real-world supervised FSD use cases. The driver had reduced her outings because of fatigue before trying FSD supervised. With the system active, she now handles appointments, errands, and longer family visits without assistance. The example shows how the current supervised version already changes daily mobility for some users. Continued regulatory progress on unsupervised operation would extend that benefit to more drivers. Positive supervised use cases sit alongside ongoing monitoring questions. Video evidence shows the driver reclined at highway speed while two children rode in the back. The clip raises direct questions about the limits of current driver monitoring alerts under supervised FSD. Tesla has not issued a statement on the footage. Regulators and safety advocates will likely cite the incident when reviewing monitoring requirements for future unsupervised approvals. An owner posted the exact split of supervised versus manual miles they find most comfortable on daily routes. The preference reflects a balance between system capability and personal oversight. Other drivers are comparing their own ratios in replies. The discussion shows how users calibrate trust as versions iterate. Tesla's official account posted a short clip labeled simply FSD supervised is magic. The video captures a smooth sequence of maneuvers without driver input. Viewers are debating which specific behaviors stand out most. The post continues the pattern of highlighting incremental improvements in the current supervised stack. The extended wheelbase Model YL will not reach US customers before summer ends. Production timing remains tied to factory retooling at the relevant site. Early allocations are expected to favor other markets first. Buyers tracking the variant will watch for updated order windows later this year. The ranking draws on direct experience across the full current and past lineup from supercarblondie.com. It places vehicles by a combination of dynamics, practicality, and technology integration rather than price alone. The exercise highlights how later models have closed gaps that existed in early versions. Owners comparing trims can use the order as one data point alongside their own priorities. The July 12, 2026 piece covers every Tesla model ever created. It offers a personal perspective on the evolution of the lineup. Readers can see where each model stands in the reviewer's assessment. The comparison tests the MG model against the Model Y on range, interior space, and charging speed from the Driven I/O. It examines whether the newcomer matches Tesla's software and update cadence. The review also notes differences in build approach and supplier base. Market watchers will track how many buyers cross-shop the two vehicles in coming quarters. The video asks if the MGS6 is a genuine Model Y rival. Testing occurred on July 12, 2026. It provides data points for potential customers evaluating options. Registration data shows Tesla ownership clusters in areas not traditionally associated with premium vehicles, according to drive.com.au. The pattern suggests adoption is spreading beyond coastal cities into regional centers. Local infrastructure and electricity pricing appear to influence the distribution. Continued mapping of these pockets will help forecast service and charging demand. The surprising locations of Tesla buyers in this Aussie state were detailed on July 12, 2026. Data comes from registration records in the state. The findings challenge assumptions about where premium EVs sell best. A software feature surfaced in recent testing that allows remote adjustment of cabin vents from not a Tesla app. The capability is tied to the purpose-built Cybercab interior layout. It removes the need for physical controls inside the passenger compartment. Riders will see whether the same interface appears in other upcoming models. Tesla Cybercab will let you change air vent direction from the app, as reported July 11, 2026. The feature was spotted during testing phases. It highlights app integration for the new vehicle design. Tesla releases Impact Report for 2025 on July 12, 2026. The annual report tallies cumulative CO2 avoidance and battery recycling volumes through last year. It frames progress against the company's abundance goals without new forward targets. Energy storage and vehicle efficiency metrics receive separate sections. The document serves as a baseline for comparing 2026 results when they appear. The report notes 37 million tons of CO2 avoided and 1,400 tons of batteries recycled. Metrics cover both environmental impact and operational achievements. Tomorrow, we'll be watching for any fresh details on how the Austin Hub cleaning robot ties into daily vehicle throughput numbers. And that's a wrap on today's Tsla news. TSLA closed at $407.76, up $1.21, 0.3%. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating or review. It genuinely helps other Tsla fans find us. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. See you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the Nara Network, a family of daily podcasts on tech, science, and markets, each one a short, sharp briefing you can finish on the commute. If today earned its place in your feed, here's your next listen. Models and Agents, your daily briefing on AI models and agents. Find every show free at naranetwork.com. Prefer reading? Today's full write-up, sources, and transcript are on the episode blog at naranetwork.com. Same briefing, readable format. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.